everyone. My name is Peter Parker. No, hello everyone. My name is Spider-Man. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite book, Mr. Bounce. It's Mr. Man. And this book is about Mr. Bounce. He always bounces everywhere. On every day he bounces. He has the word bounce, so he likes to bounce. He's very small and round into yellow, like Mr. Happy. Okay, this Mr. Bounce. He bounces a lot because he is Mr. Bounce. Mr. Bounce. Mr. Bounce was very small and like a rubber ball. He just couldn't keep himself on the ground. He bounced all over the place, and as you can imagine, that made things rather difficult. Last week, for instance, Mr. Bounce was out walking when he came to a farm. He climbed over the farm gate, and you can guess he jumped down from the gate and bounced right into the duck pond. Bounce went Mr. Bounce. Splash when Mr. Bounce. Quack when the ducks. The other morning, for instance, Mr. Bounce was in bed. He woke up and jumped out of bed, and you can guess what happened next, can't you? He bounced right out his bedroom door and all the way downstairs. Bounce, 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 bounce. That happens quite often, which probably explains.
Can you read a little bit louder?
Why Mr. Bounce leaves his bedroom door open every night.
Louder, okay?
After he had picked himself up, Mr. Bounce went inside his house and sat down to think. Bounce. Mr. Bounce bounced off the chair and banged his head on the
Ceiling.
Bang when the bounce head on the ceiling. Ouch, said Mr. Bounce.
Louder.
This is ridiculous. Mr. Bounce thought to himself, rubbing his head. I must do something to stop all this bouncing about. He thought and thought. I know, he thought, I go and see the doctor.
Louder.
So after breakfast, Mr. Bounce set off to the
nearest
nearest town to see the doctor.
he was
He was passing the tennis
court.
court when he did over.